We can't even enforce the idea that people should shit into the toilet. But you think magically they're gonna figure out if you were born this way? Use whichever one you want. Why are we wasting our time? Other people are like, oh, we're gonna fight because you gotta know who's using. Let me tell you something. If you are spending enough time to know the genitalia of the other people in a public bathroom, you're the creep. I'm worried about you. There is a simple rule to every public toilet around the world, and that rule is you get in, you pay no attention to anyone else, you hold your breath, and you get out. I'm standing around staring at other people. Like every man in this room knows, when we use the toilet, what do? We get in. Public toilet, you stare dead ahead. You pee, you do your thing. You do not look to either side. If you're fidgety, you look up, you look down. You do not look at anyone else. The guy next to you could start choking. You don't turn your head, you don't shake, you don't move. You hear him like... You be like, hey man, hey, you all right? Yo, hey man, you okay? Yo, you want me to call? Hey man, are you okay? Yo, you want me to call? Don't look at me! What are we doing? What are we fighting about? Public bathrooms. And if you know your history, you'll know this happens all the time in America. It happens over and over and over again. There was a time when women had to fight to use public bathrooms in America. Imagine that. There was literally a time when women weren't allowed to use public bathrooms all across America, and they had to fight. And there were men who were angry. They're like, this is crazy. You're gonna have women in public bathrooms? That's insane. How does it work? Huh? What, they're gonna come in there while we're peeing? And then what, they're gonna look at our wieners? Huh? And they're gonna laugh? Huh? Think about this, ladies. There was a time when women were first allowed to step into the workplace where there were no public bathrooms that they could use. So ladies, if you were out and about back then, you needed to pee, you needed to poo, you had to go home. Yeah, and I say poo theoretically, I don't know if you actually do. No, I don't think any guy does, let's be honest. We don't. Like, we assume this on a biological level, but I don't know for certain that any woman actually... In fact, any man in here, think of any woman in your life. Do you know the last time she pooed? I don't think you know. I don't think you know. There is no forensic evidence to back up that claim. There is no smell. There is no stain. There is no nothing. And ladies, I don't know who's doing your bathroom PR, but they're doing a stellar job. Stellar job. Women go to the bathroom, smells better when they come out of it. How? You never know when a lady's pooing, never. Because also, women keep the same amount of time. That's the most impressive thing. You give nothing away. Yeah, a woman's gonna go pee, it takes 10 minutes. She goes to the bathroom, right? Gets there, tinkle, 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 comes out, washes her hands, powders her face, texts on the phone a bit, comes back to the table. You have no clue. Yeah, she's gonna go poo, same thing, 10 minutes. Goes to the bathroom, does a thing, pellets, comes back out, wash her hands, powder the nose, text her friends, get back out there. You have no clue. With men, you know exactly what we're doing. Discretion is not our forte. You know when every single man is gonna go pee. Why? 2 minutes. Off to the bathroom, we're in there. Quickest thing ever. It's like a NASCAR pit stop. Yeah, we get in, we pee, we come back out, act like we're washing our hands, and we're back. How do you know when we're gonna take a dump? Because it's obvious. We go to the bathroom, never come back. That's the last time you'll ever see us. Your family's putting up wanted posters in the restaurant. Have you seen this man? Imagine, people were fighting about bathrooms. This every time in America, every time. There was a time when black people had to fight to use public bathrooms. Huh? Same thing. Black people were like, why can we not use public bathrooms? And again, people were angry. This is crazy. You're gonna have black people in the public bathroom? How does that even work? Huh? So what, they're gonna be standing there while I'm peeing? Huh? And they're gonna be looking at my wiener? Huh? And they're gonna laugh? Huh? Yo, I'm old enough to remember when there was a discussion in America about whether gay people could use public bathrooms. This was an actual topic of discussion. I remember seeing people on the news being interviewed. They'd be like, do you think that gay men should be allowed into the same bathrooms as straight men? I'd be like, look, I don't mind what they do. If they keep it to themselves, that's fine. But, like, just answer me this. How's it gonna work, huh? So what, you're in the bathroom with them and then what? Like, he's gay and I'm just standing there and I'm peeing, huh? And he's looking at my wiener, huh? And then he grabs it, huh? And he starts yanking on it, huh? He just starts tugging away, and I get hard, and I'm enjoying it, huh? And then this is one of the best experiences I've ever had, huh? And then I start coming back weekly, hoping I'll bump into him, and I do, huh? And then at some point we agree to meet outside a nice little restaurant that's cozy and get to know each other, huh? And then a few years later we get married and our families are joined and we live happily ever after, huh? Is that what you want? Why? Public bathroom. How they see themselves and how the world sees them. After World War II, Germany changed a bunch of laws. They changed the iconography of the country, what you could hang, where you could hang it. They changed their national anthem. Yeah. Imagine that. They changed the national anthem. They felt that the national anthem was a nationalist song that the Nazis used to inspire people to think the wrong things, and they changed it. The original song was a song called Deutschland, Deutschland über alles. And you've probably heard it like in old movies or whatever. The song went like, Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles auf der Welt. And translated into English, it means, Germany, Germany, over everything in the world. And clearly they meant it. Yeah, where most anthems are theoretical, Germans are precise. But after World War II, they were like, we can't have that same attitude. And so they changed the anthem. And new lyrics. The new lyrics are, Einigkeit und Rechts und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Which translated into English is, unity and rights and freedom for all the people who live in Germany. Which is adorable. It's adorable. I mean, they may as well have made the song, sorry, sorry, we're so sorry. Sorry for what we did. I appreciate that they did it, but I wouldn't have gone that far. No, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have gone that far. I think Über alles is terrible. That's not a good way to think. But you still gotta have a bit of kick in your anthem, you know? Still gotta have like a, you know? Yeah, I would have found like a middle ground. Mine would have been like, Deutschland, Deutschland, irgendwo in den Top 5. Nicht über alles auf der Welt. Because we are definitely in the top 5 when you think about it. America's number 1, and then you have Great Britain, and then you have France and Spain, and then we are at number 4. Well, actually, Spain is not better than us, so we are number 4. Number 4 in the... Oh, yeah, but France, their economy is not that strong, so maybe we are number 3 in the world, then you have England above... Oh, wait, Brexit was not a smart idea, so maybe we are number 2, and America is number... Oh, their elections are not that stable, so then maybe we are über alles auf der Welt! It's one of the biggest things they did, and nobody knows that they did it. I was chatting to a German guy, and he was perplexed by this. Absolutely perplexed. He was like, yeah, you know, Trevor, in Germany we've done so many things. And you know, the national anthem was quite a big change for us. I'm sure the whole world talks about this. I was like, nope. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, who doesn't talk about it? I was like, nobody talks about it. He's like, who's nobody? I was like, nobody, like no one. No one outside of Germany talks about it. No one even knows this. He's like, how can they not know? I was like, what do you mean, how can they not know? It's like, it's German. Like, no one speaks German outside of Germany. How would anyone know? And also, you guys did something weird. You changed the lyrics but you kept the beat. It's a strange move, you know? You're like, this song is terrible and we are going to change it. Yeah, what about the beat? No, we are keeping that because I've learned all the moves, yeah? That's probably why most people don't know it, like it changed, right? You kept the beat. Most people don't know lyrics, we just know the beat. Right? No one knew Michael Jackson was saying you're a vegetable. None of us knew that. Some of you right now are like, wait, when did he say vegetable? Yeah, you sing it your whole life. You're a vegetable. No one knows lyrics, we just know the beat. That's what Germany did. It's weird. It's weird to not change the music, because the music comes with emotion. I was trying to explain this to him. He didn't get it. And I realized, you know what it's like? What Germany did would be like if in Star Wars, right? You know Star Wars. Right, let's say like Darth Vader. Whenever Darth Vader came into a scene, whenever he landed on one of those planets, you always knew something was about to go down, something bad, because he had his music. Right? The music told you what was gonna happen. Ship would land, door would open, and he'd be standing there. But he would never come into the game without his song playing. Never. He'd be there, DJ on the side, like, DJ, play my jam. That's right. Uh-huh. And then you knew it was about to go down. Get down there, kneel before me, Jedi. We'll never kneel before you, Darth. We will fight. You cannot defeat me. He's so strong. I don't know if we're gonna win. Defeat him we shall. Use the Force we will. Ah, you have defeated me. We did it, Master Yoda. We did it. We defeated Darth Vader. Indeed we have. What do we do now? Free the Empire we shall. Travel around. The good news we shall spread. Let's do it. Yes, a new song we shall play. Boom, 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 boom. You're free. Boom, boom, boom. It's weird. That's all I'm saying. It's still impressive, though. It's still impressive. Changing your national anthem is no small thing. It truly isn't. Changing anything. We were having this conversation, and so afterwards, he said something interesting to me. He was like, yeah, you know, because we saw how Germany had to change how it saw itself in order to change what it did. You know, that's why we had to change the anthem. I was like, wow. Remember that? Yeah, they said they were going to put Harriet Tubman on the bill. People got so angry, they've postponed it indefinitely. People were furious. They're like, what are you doing? Like, we're going to put Harriet Tubman. They're like, how dare you? How dare you take an American president off the 20? How dare you take... who's on the 20? How dare you take Andrew Jackson off the $20 bill? People are like, they're not taking him off. They're just putting Harriet Tubman on the front and Andrew Jackson will be on the back. You're putting an American president on the back? On the back? That's disrespectful. It's not really. I mean, if you know your history, you would know Andrew Jackson would love to be on the backside of a black woman. So I don't know why you're so stressed. I feel like everybody wins. People were furious, though. And now you're going to suggest changing the flag? Suggest changing the anthem? Whew. There's two things I've learned living in America. It's you respect the flag and you respect the anthem.